they will say it's you that needs to be prayed for. Eventually, many people will be killed for opposing this wicked system. Let us turn to the final authority on this subject, the written word of Yahuwah. Then Yahushua said unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. However, according to R.J. Doony, he believes the following: in winning a nation to the gospel, the sword as well as the pen must be used. They will not hesitate to use the sword. It will be, convert, or die. They will be praised, or forgiven by their Lord for killing all non-converts. We learn in Ephesians 6:12, For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. When the great distress comes, you cannot fight with guns, grenades, swords, or even machine guns. The forces of the anti-Messiah will only be won by those who have the indwelling of the Ruach HaKodesh, the set-apart spirit. It has been written in 1 Yohanan 4:4, that you are of Elohim, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you, than he that is in the world. Again, we know for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Eloah to the pulling down of strongholds. 2 Corinthians 10:4. Back to the game, they were asked, does violence depicted on the game run contrary to Jesus' message on, love your enemy? They responded with, forgiveness does not require absolute defenselessness. This is contrary to what Yahushua told us. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them who despitefully use you and persecute you. Matthew 5:44. As we can tell, they do go against Yahushua HaMashiach's words of loving our enemies. And the following, be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12:21. Matthew 5:39, But I say unto you, do not resist the evil, but whosoever shall smite you on your right cheek, turn to him the other also. This game is clearly based on mass murdering, corrupting young minds, disguised as harmless fun, brainwashing millions into thinking it is fine to kill, as long as you are a Christian. This video game is nothing more than a training manual for Satan's army that can be learned in the comfort of one's home, preparing vast amounts of people to kill instead of seeking the only one that can save humanity, Yahushua HaMashiach. When Satan the imposter shows up, deceiving the world into thinking it is the long-awaited Messiah, along with the demons that have masqueraded as angels of light, their army will be ready. Ultimately, the goal of the Illuminati is to destroy all those who oppose their one-world government, religious, and economic system. The motto is, if they cannot convert them, then kill them. What better way to train up a child, kill infidels, that way when they get older they will not depart from it, praising their Lord while they kill. Oh, but the plot thickens with a movie called Jesus Camp. This movie is based on Christian parents that want to get their unsaved children born again. Father and mother, getting on bended knees with much praying and fasting, to them, seeking Yahuwah is not possible. Doing that requires work, and faith. Whereas, it is just too simple to let someone else do it. So, off they go with bags packed. As they say their goodbyes at Jesus Camp, parents are hoping and entrusting someone else to get their child born again. They drop them off as unsaved children, only to pick up brainwashed soldiers for Christ. Would you send your child to a camp like this? Before you answer, consider the following footage. Becky, the woman who runs the Jesus Camp, claims that this girl, who is speaking in tongues, is actually hooking up with the Holy Spirit. The Christian community backs this camp. At Jesus Camp, children are being taught, or should I say brainwashed into taking America back to becoming the Christian nation they want it to be. Taking leadership roles in politics is one way. Jesus Camp is a very intense training facility to prepare the youth to be in God's army. This is amazing. Do you think all graduates receive a free Left Behind Eternal Forces video game? Watching the Jesus Camp movie will amaze you. Seeing these youth all in military garb with painted faces left me speechless for a few seconds, then outraged at how many do not have eyes to see what is transpiring right before our very eyes. This is absurd and almost unbelievable. Yet, these Christian youths are being programmed to be soldiers for Christ. This reminds me of those videos of the young Muslim children being trained for the upcoming jihad. The radical Christians will not stop with America, they want dominion over the whole world. Have you ever heard of Rick Warren, the author of the very popular book, The Purpose-Driven Life? Not only did the superstar evangelical preacher make a peace plan that would put a Christian church in every single village across the world, but he also thinks of himself as commander-in-chief of a stealth army of 1 billion Christian foot soldiers. The onward Christian soldier will go forth as mass brainwashing techniques are being used. Truly, history will repeat itself. As times of old, many children left their mother and father to walk to the city of Jerusalem during the Children's Crusade. Parents didn't seem to mind to let their child embark on this remarkable journey. I mean, why would they? These children were in God's army. Yet, they thought God was going to use these youths to take back the city of Jerusalem. The harsh reality, most of the children died on the way.